All right. So, Tekken 8's dead. Right? This is gone. Over. It's done. All right. Now, how do I come to this assertion? See over there? We have currently, right now, as of recent reviews, mostly negative, of 3,623. Okay, we have a total review count of 17,878. Obviously, it's pulling into the mostly positive now, or has been, I think, for a little bit. Because it obviously does averaging out, right? Now, this is interesting because not even Mortal Kombat 1 got anything in the mostly negative reviews showing up. It shows up because there's starting to be an overwhelmingly huge amount of negative feedback coming in from Tekken 8, right? We're going to look at some of the reviews in a minute to try and figure out what's going on. But if we go over to Mortal Kombat, the recent reviews is 418 and it's at mixed, okay, with a total of 16,648 reviews. Tekken is on 17,000, okay? So what's interesting is that despite all the issues, and you guys know the issues I have with this game, it has seemed still that I have never seen it at being overwhelmingly negative or mostly negative or anything like that. What we're seeing, the mostly negative part for Tekken 8. Now, Tekken 8 is a great fighting game. It handles beautifully. It looks amazing. There's tons of content. It leaves MK1 for dead. But what's doing it? So let's scroll down to the reviews before... There we go. Right, let's continue. These are all the negative reviews that we're getting, right? This person spent 184 hours on it, starting to get sick of this game. Tekken 8 of pluggers, cheaters, and ranked mode. To me, nothing they change if love Tekken games. Fix your damn game online. This one over here is the game has great potential when you can lock into a good set versus somebody where both you and them get to use the battle mechanics to their fullest. It's one of the most fun fighting games I've ever played. I agree. I actually like the heat system. I think it handles really well. I feel like a badass, and I think that if you feel like a badass when you're playing a fighting game, I think they're starting to win. Unfortunately, the problems that the game launched with that seemed like minor solvable flaws have only gotten worse with time. Each update has introduced new problems and let old ones fester or made them worse after a supposed fix. The game's super premium $70 price tag and the $40 season pass before, of course, the purchase for costumes or the battle pass, both selling previously free content from prior titles, and in the battle pass's case, a featureless floating grey ball to put around your character. Not a joke, look it up. Tekken Battle Pass ball. Do not indicate a super premium level of quality. I would be pleasantly surprised if the game was in a functional state sometime this year, but that's going to take a drastic change in direction from the current way the game is being patched and sold. At least there's no loot boxes right now. So there's videos on my channel praising the fact that Tekken didn't have a shop or anything like that. And then after launch, obviously it appeared that yes, they held off on putting that stuff in the game so that way they could get a lot of positive praise. Now, I don't care if you've got a shop in your game. I think the Tekken shop is reasonably priced, but I think the Tekken Pass was the real sort of kick in the nuts, right? So let's look at some more negative ones. Bandai Namco went full greed mode as of March 29th, approximately 2 months after launch. Bandai decided to add an item shop with purchases being made with real cash and a premium battle pass, all purchased separately from the already expensive $30 season pass and a $60 game. Not to mention the fact I almost forgot that they went after the modders so hard. Not just like people sharing their mods or even talking about mods on like YouTube or wherever else. They actually went after websites for making the mods. Okay. See, you only do that if you fear that, these people are going to be able to create better content than what you can. But the funny part is, the costumes that you can buy in Tekken 8 look amazing. Like, there's nothing wrong with them at all. Game has genuine concerns that need addressing, such as plugging and general game balance, but Bamco instead prioritizes taking mods down. Mods because it'll hurt their revenue from the cash shop, actually laughable decisions. let's change this. So, date range, recent, there we go. Fun to watch, asked to play. They put a default Blender Sphere in Battle Pass as a cosmetic. What happened after release is unimaginable. I thought this game was perfect. It's far from it now. Yeah, listen, man, I'm there. I am there 100% with you on that. Like, I thought this game would be perfect, right? Well, not perfect, but near perfect. Massive starting roster, tons of customization, you know, but then they brought in the Tekken shop. I'm like, okay, all right, okay, look, listen, reasonably priced. All right, let's see how we go. And then they brought out the Tekken Pass, the Fight Pass, right? You know, with reused assets, and it's just like, man, this isn't this isn't a good look, dude. What are you doing, man? This is not a good look, right? This is not a good look at all. I had about 2,500 hours in Tekken 7 and had a blast playing that game, but with Tekken 8, it's so hard to have fun. Game is buggy, balance is whack, Bamco is greedy with microtransactions, game is not optimized, DLC sucks. People with one and dones, too long queue time, can't even have fun. Not as good as some older Tekken games. It'd be very interesting to actually see how much population, just like we had with MK1, migrate back to the previous game. That should tell everyone, right, that if they've got a sizable population going back, then what have they fumbled here, right? And that's the real issue. $70 base game, 110 ultimate, in-game store with premium currency, battle pass. And of course, this is all stuff that we have unfortunately dealt with Mortal Kombat for quite a while, which is it's just a terrible shame, right? But the reality is though, is that, you know, these companies just for whatever reason seem to have just blinders and deaf ears when it comes to stuff that really matters. Anyway guys, I'll leave it there. Let me know what you think. Catch you next time.